let's first understand the difference between these two types of pieces of music. When you have a piece of music that repeats like verse, chorus, pre-chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, there's a pattern to it.
Right.
You have verses and choruses repeating. That's called cycle or cyclical.
Cyclical. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cyclical.
Songwriting.
Cool.
And the reason why we call it cyclical is because there's literally cycles of sections where a verse starts off, you have another verse, maybe you have a chorus and another chorus.
All right, cool.
Now, it seems to me like Wave the Bloody Shirt, this is through composed. Now, what through composed is, that's going to be something like Bohemian Rhapsody or November Rain.
Right.
Where there isn't really a verse and a chorus, or if there is, maybe it's there for a little bit, but then it changes.
Right.
Yeah, am I understanding correctly?
Yeah, that's very similar. I had no idea what to call it. There is
through composed, because you start at the beginning, you go through the end, and it's not a cycle of repetitions. Another example of through composed would be Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Okay, let me hold on. Just hold on. I'm writing these examples down. I always wondered that, because I was aware of that without knowing the name.
Yes.
And November Rain is also the same thing, because I was aware that that's not really set up the same way.
No.
So that you're saying it's not repeated consistently, even if there's little twinkles of it.
There can't think about Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven is through composed, right? So you have kind of this A-B structure, right? So the A is like, there's a lady who's sure that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. And she doesn't talk, but you can get what you came for. And then the B is kind of like, ooh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. And then you have shum, but don't, shum, dum. Oh, now I'm just singing Monty Python. Hold on. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. Beep, bam, boom, bam. Yeah, so that really is the B section. So the A, right, and so you have this A and B that switch off, and then it's like, there's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying to leave me. That's A. Through my thoughts I have seen it, just walk through the trees, and the voices so. Right, and then shom but don't go steam ba boom ba. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. Steam ba boom ba. Right, and that goes over and over, and that kind of is like a verse chorus thing, but it really is more like A B. It's A B, and then you get to shtuguba 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 ba ba stom go. You understand all the parts I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly, because you're coming up to the guitar solo.
That's a C. That's like the C, right before the guitar solo. Then it goes in the guitar solo. That's like a D, right? And then it's full on rock. And as we wind down the road, our shadows follow, then our souls. Right, that's in a whole different section. And then at the end, there's another guitar solo. Right, and then after that, then there's the ending.
Right.
So it's through composed because it doesn't have verse, chorus, pre-chorus type structure.
Right.
And it's actually not really useful to use verse and chorus words to describe the music. We would actually use the system for categorizing instrumental music, which is A's, B's, C's, D's, F's, and G's.
Yeah.
Just like we would for a rhyme scheme, we would use the same thing for through composed.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just write a quick note here.
But so I'm gonna have all this for you in handouts in a course before the end of the month.
All right. Cool. So that's more like a system for composing it, then, right?
Well, okay, but see, right? This is the interesting thing, because composing means that we're not using words. If we're using words, it is a song, and we're writing a song.
Right.
That's not a watertight definition.
Right.
But it gets us there close enough, right? Because you have like Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. That's not a song. right? It is a composition with words, right? It's a
Right.
symphony, right? It's not a song, right? And they
Right.
sing La dush be dush ga dush ga da, German singing German schön, right? And they're just singing Schnitzel, 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 beer garden, and Schnitzel, beer garden, right? They're just singing in German over and over, right? And that's not a song. Okay, so it's not watertight of a definition, but
Right.
in
Yeah.
terms of Led Zeppelin, right? It's
Right.
like, okay, no, it is a song. It is for sure a song. But the way that we're going to think about understanding the structure of the song is instead of using words like intro, verse, chorus, pre-chorus,
Right.
post-chorus, we're going to say A, B, C, D, A, E, F, like that.
Yeah. That.
Real quick, I'm going to show you the exact 6-stage roadmap, going from having never composed a single note of music to composing music that's good enough to go into PC and console games, and if you decide you want to, all the way to getting paid to compose music that I've done for myself and helped other composers do multiple times, so I can say with a lot of confidence that these are the levels you're going to go through as your skills increase. And I broke each one of these down by the 4 most critical shifts that need to happen at each level. What the blockers feel like, what the symptoms are when you're going through it, and then what steps I and everyone I've helped go through this took to graduate to the next level. And we've done this across every game genre of music and every genre of game, chiptune, full orchestral, hybrid, action games, puzzle games, simulators, roguelites, shooters, and it works everywhere. And it's my gift to you. It's absolutely free. And the link is in the video description, or you could just go to bestmusiccoach.com/roadmap, enter your info. It'll spit it right back out of you. And again, it's my gift to you. It's free.